Honey, don't waste your money. It must not be new. You are a joker. Your body should do gym. You can't do without it. Oh, let's continue. If I perish, I perish. Your money is perishing. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about morning. That's why I'm wearing green. Anyways, today is 6th of March 2023, which is Ghana's Independence Day. Happy Independence, my people. Happy Independence, my beloved Ghanaians, my beloved Ghana people. That sounded wrong. And so today I'm going to be bringing you guys a Ghana video. Okay, we are going to be talking about how to save money as an international student in Ghana. Yeah, we're talking all things money today, so grab your notes, grab your pen. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, comment, turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, and hit that subscribe button if you have not. What are you waiting for? Now let's get started. Have a budget. When it comes to budgeting, a lot of people think that budgeting is to tie you down or is to put restrictions around how you spend your money. That's one way to look at it, but the way I see it, budgeting helps you manage your money. Now, I'm not a financial agent or a banker or an accountant. I'm not even an expert. I'm just a student who knows how to manage her money. I mean, I try. I'm still learning, right? So budgeting is really good. Always make allocations for several things. Have an allocation for your needs, your wants. You can break this down into transportation, electricity bill, utility bill, service charge, if you live in an apartment, food, groceries, you know, those sort of things. Allocate money to different things. And if you're a Christian, allocate money for your offering, for your tithe as well. So when you set aside money for various activities or various, categories, it is good. Budgeting is good. I mean, it wouldn't take you from someone that's a huge debtor to having money in your bank, but to help you manage the money you have. Okay, the next tip I have for you is buy in bulk. I know you're wondering, like, I'm a student, I don't have money for that. Calm down. Now, you can't possibly buy everything you are going to need in bulk, but the important ones or the major ones you can buy in bulk. Let me give you a typical example. Now, instead of when you want to cook rice, you can buy a cup of rice, which is, all these are estimates. I'm not using the actual prices because they're not coming to my mind right now, but let's say a cup of rice is 5 cedi, right? You want to cook rice now, you need 5 cups, 25 cedi. Instead of buying that 5 cups, just buy half a rubber. In Ghana, they call it olunka. What we call custard rubber in Nigeria, half of it, we call it olunka here. Depending on type of rice or the brand of the rice, that costs you like 45 cedis. So now, if you buy half rubber, I don't know how often you're cooking rice, but actually that will last you for like 2 weeks. What is 2 weeks? That will last you like almost a month. It depends on how often you cook rice. With 45 cedis, you buy like 9 cups, and I'm very sure that olunka contains more than 9 cups. So you're saving money. All these things are little things, but it adds up in the long run. Buy the major things or the things you use often in bulk. Rice is one example. Tomato paste. If you cook with tomato paste a lot, you can buy a carton, the small carton. A small carton should be like 60 or 70 cedis. I'm just saying. And you'll be surprised how much or how long you will use that tomato paste. I'm very sure if you don't cook so often, 1 carton is too much for you. You can buy half carton. If you have a roommate or if you have a friend that uses tomato paste, you guys can buy 1 carton and divide it into 2. That's just one way to save money. Now, all these little differences, you might think, oh, it's just small, why, but it adds up. It helps. Okay? Thank me later. Hi guys, so this is Editing Grace here. I'm currently editing this video, and I just wanted to show an extra example just to emphasize on the benefits of buying in bulk. So today I bought bags of pure water. Now, normally, if I wanted to buy water in the past, I would buy from a retail shop. At a retail shop, it's currently 10 cedis. Some places you find a bag of water for 8 cedis. Now, I no longer do that. I now buy from wholesalers, people who sell to these retail shops, right? I started doing this last year when prices of water was just spiking up, and I was like, what is going on? So I bought 5 bags of water today, and the supplier has sold a bag for 5 cedis for me. That means I bought 5 bags for 25 cedis. If I wanted to buy that same amount of water in a retail shop, I would have bought it for 50 cedis because they sell theirs 10 cedis. You can see that buying in bulk, I was able to save 50% of what I've originally spent, and I was able to do this because I bought from a bigger supplier. Those supply people, they don't sell in smaller quantities, so I saved 50% of what I would have spent. So basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Buying in bulk is really, really good. Now you can continue watching the rest of the video. The next tip I have for you is buy from the local market. This one, they need to ring it. They need to sound the alarm. Because if you're a student and you're managing your money, I mean, if you're a jagaban and you have the money to spend, feel free to buy from anywhere you want to. But if you're managing your money, you're managing your funds, I don't know what you are doing entering some certain, I don't want to call any specific brands, but they're just some supermarkets that are very, very pricey. Sure, those ones are not called supermarket people. What will I even call it? Is it a mart? Those high-end supermarkets, I don't even know what they call them. Let's just say mart. They are marts, right? Or they even push it up and say grocery store. Leave all those English. Go to the local markets and buy from the local markets. You'll be amazed. I mean, if you watch my video about me, going to markets, I used to buy from the markets. Point blank period. I was like, I don't have time to go to local market. It's far, it's stressful, the crowd, the sun. I had all these excuses until my bank account started talking to me. All the excuses went out the window and I started going to local markets, and I can say for sure that I've been able to save a lot of money just shopping from the local markets. So you should try it. Create your timeline. Social media, Instagram, any social platform you use where you see things to buy, create it. Your feed, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever. If you're the kind of person that if you see something nice on social media, your body should do gym. Unfollow some shopping brands. Unfollow some people that are always posting, save 10% on this, /sales, promo. If you don't buy the promo, you won't die. If you have, stamina to see all these things, just like it and keep scrolling, that's good. But if you can't, there's certain brands that you should just mute them or unfollow them. Small thing, you see something by 2 like, this one be nice, so let me use that 100 cedis I have. Let me just money you keep for something important, though. You take from me like, if I perish, I perish. Your money is perishing. So yes, create your timeline. Make your feed a safe place for your bank cards, your ATM cards, your mobile money. Anywhere you keep your money, make your social media platforms a safe place for them. Compartmentalize your expenditure. This means put the things you want to get into certain compartments. There's some things that doesn't have a high priority. There's some things that have very high priority. And see, that's English, that word, I don't know how to pronounce it. Just let's continue. Since you're spending your money, they should have a hierarchy. Some things should be higher than some. So if you put your shopping list or your grocery list or your budgeting list, Jesus Christ, it's not forever. If you put it in a compartment, in sections, it will help you save money. How? Let me give you a typical example. If I have 1,000 cedis and I say I want to keep 500 cedis for XYZ, 200 cedis for XYZ, 300 cedis, I just want to save it. Because I've moved 300 cedis at the back of my mind, I know that I have only 700 cedis left for whatever I'm spending on. But if I keep saying I will remove money for my savings and I do not remove it, in my mind, I have 1,000 cedis for expenditure. Just wondering, like, how doesn't make sense to you? It will make sense. You must not do it physically. If you have multiple Momo wallets, you can send the money to another wallet, or you can keep a certain amount for certain things in your English is flogging me today. You can keep an amount for certain things in your bank account and another set in your Momo wallet. Or if you have multiple accounts, just there should be a way to separate. It sounds very vague, but it gives your brain this shit. There's this division in your mind that certain money has been kept aside for something. Always compartmentalize your expenditure. The next tip I have for you is to be open-minded. If you have a budget of so and so, and the economy is saying so and so. You should have an open mind to be able to either trim your budget or increase your budget. There are certain periods where you know that prices of things in the market are going up and you can't afford certain things. And those things you can't afford, they are not necessities, they are luxuries. Honey, cut it out. I mean, I feel like, I can't do without this, I can't do without this. You can't do without it, oh. Oh, but Jesus. You can do without it. And there are certain periods when, you know, the market is fair, you can get a good bargain, things are nice, and there's just something that you always wanted to get but you could not afford, and now you see that you can afford it. You can add it into your list. You know, you're expanding your budget a little bit. This is not something you do every time. I'll give you a typical example. When I'm buying cleaning supplies for my house, when I'm buying tissue, I buy a set of 10 or 12 toilet roll. This is another example of buying in bulk, because I don't buy tissue one, I just buy the full pack. Then I buy the smaller one, those smaller tissue papers that you can carry around you. And then there's this hard tissue paper. It's popularly called paper towel, anyone. Those big ply rolls. I like buying that one because sometimes I use it to clean surfaces in the kitchen. There are just certain times you just need to do 1 or 2 cleans, small. I just use the paper towels, and I used to use it to pat my face sometimes. When the price went up, that tissue used to be like 10 cedis, and then it went up to 14, 15 cedis. I was like, okay, I was still buying it. All of a sudden, it suddenly went up to like 20 something cedis, and that is now almost the same price I used to buy this 12 in 1 for just one tissue. And I was like, what is this? It's no longer a necessity because I have other types of tissue. I just liked that hard one. This is getting too expensive, so I had to remove it because I was like, I can no longer afford to buy this, because I used to buy it often. There was even a particular biscuit I really liked. A pack had 6 in it, and it was like 15 cedis. It went up to 25 cedis. I was still buying it. It was going up to 30. I was like, okay, I can still afford to buy it. I went to one place and I saw it 60 something cedis. I was like, for biscuits that has 6 inside, please come and be going. I don't want again. So always be open-minded. You can always find an alternative. If you like this snack so much and it becomes very expensive, find another snack that you like that is more affordable, or should I use the word cheaper, right? Be open-minded. Know when to trim and know when to increase your budget. Thrifting has never killed anyone. It must not be new something. It must not be new. You can buy second hand. Nothing will happen to you, I promise you. If you cannot afford to buy something, the new one, go for a thrifted version. Now, when I'm saying thrifted version, I'm not saying buy trash. Don't buy any rubbish because you're trying to save money. Please, always look presentable, especially if it's a piece of clothing, Try to look for nice, presentable outfits. But if it's not clothes, like any other thing, maybe what else can you thrift? Household things, whatever you buy. 2 factors to consider when getting thrifted items: functionality and style. 1, it has to be functional. Whatever you're buying that is thrifted has to be in good working condition. Whatever you're thrifting has to work. Don't buy something that is spoiled. Style, buy something you like. Don't say because, you know, it's in trend, you saw this influencer promoting it or something, and you now say, let you just try it, and you know that you don't like it. Maybe since that person said it, I will just try it. Honey, don't waste your money. Buy something you like. So 2 things to consider is functionality and style. It must be in good working condition and it must be something that you like. Once these 2 factors are checked, go ahead and thrift whatever you want to thrift. Okay? Thrifting has not killed anyone and it will never kill anybody. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Some of these things people get and look nice on the internet, they thrifted it. Everything na packaging, you know. Not just package and a packager. Learn about money. Now, people run away from this one, especially young people. They're like, this is something I'll do when I'm older. Honey, there's no time to say no time. I mean, you can learn about money. There's so much information on the internet. YouTube videos, you can get books, podcasts, name it, Twitter, Instagram. Yes, then if you want to advance, you can get a paid course. This is something I started doing last year. I paid for, it's not sponsored, I'm just telling you guys. Money Africa is a yearly, it has monthly as well, but I paid for the yearly subscription that talks about money. We have courses, we hold Zoom meetings regularly. There's a Telegram group, you know, there's a community. It's Africa, so wherever you are in Africa, most of the things they teach relates to Africa. I'm in Ghana, I'm in Nigeria, so they are very practical sessions. It's very fun and it's affordable. You can just Google Money Africa, or just check them on Instagram. Join the free platform and learn. There's so much to learn. So learn about money. Get books. I'll try and recommend books. There's some books that are very good. I'll just put them on the screen. I think one that's coming to mind now is Psychology of Money. So learn about money. Track your spending. Have you ever experienced this thing? You receive money, you be like, I have money, and then I don't. I have money, and then I don't. Money is entering your account like this. That's how quick you're like, I have money, I don't like, what's up? Track your spending. So track, honey, track. Don't just go and be swiping cash. My father is Jagaban. Swipe. You swipe for 1 week and you don't know what's in your account. You don't know how much you have spent. So let me just close my eye. Maybe the money will be there. You're a joker. How do you want to do this? You can use manually. You can use an app. Please, I don't like stress, so I use an app. I'll put the app I use. I'm not very consistent, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a work in progress. But you can use an app, you can use an Excel sheet if you're very good at Excel. When you see how much you're spending on a particular thing, be like, how come? I noticed, not so recently, but I think ending of last year, that I was spending a ridiculous amount of money on transportation. And I was like, what? My guilty pleasure is Uber. When I say my guilty pleasure, every freaking place I'm going to, I use Uber. I rarely use any other form of transportation unless I'm going to somewhere very, very far. Then I'll use Trusky, which is bus. But I like my comfort, honey. Anywhere I'm going to, baby, I'm gonna use Uber, and it's expensive. And I'm just Ubering. One day I was, just checking things, and I was like, damn. I think I even spent so much on transportation than on food. I spent so much, and then I started cutting it down. Now I'm trying to reduce the amount of times I enter Uber. If I wasn't tracking my spending, I wouldn't know this. So track your spending. That's on period. Thank you. So that's my last tip. I hope you find these tips useful. These are just some tips I have. I feel like there's more. The more I explore and learn, I will be sure to share with you. These tips are for students. If you're working and you have a stable source of income, some of these tips may not work for you because you're like, I have more than enough, and that's fine. And I focus on international students because your currency or how you get money is a different currency than the Ghana city. So most likely Ghana is expensive to you. To Ghanaians, Ghana may be affordable to them, but us international students is expensive for us because we are changing from a foreign currency to cedi. So it's a lot, but even as a Ghanaian, these tips can still be very good for you. Yeah, I hope you find these tips very useful. Don't forget to like, share, keep your comments down below, turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, and hit that subscribe button if you have not. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.